secrets! You might remember from Monday we started to look at a book called The Secrets of Winter. And Will reminded me that this book actually has hidden pictures that you can see with a flashlight. So we are going to do our best to look at the pictures. And then I'm going to try to find a spot where I can show you the backside of each picture with our flashlight. You can help me spot what is on each page. We're talking about the forest and woodland animals and what happens to them in winter. Where do they go, or what do they do to stay in that habitat and survive? Okay, you ready to take a look? Some of these you might remember. Secrets of Winter, written by Karen Brown and illustrated by Georgia T. Remember, our illustrator is who draws all the pictures that you see. Let's take a look. A winter's night is bustling with life. If you look closely through the dark trees, around the icy river, and in the snowy hollows, you will find lots of activity. All kinds of different animals, huh? We are going to take a look at these pages and find out what is hidden in a wintry nighttime woodland. Are you ready to discover a world of surprises? In the fall, many trees lose their leaves. Can you see who is sleeping here? That's right, there it is. Bzzz. Shh. This bumblebee scooped out a hole in the earth. She will sleep there until spring. Snow is falling. Look closely at the flakes. Can you see their shapes? There it is. Every snowflake has 6 sides, but each flake has a different pattern. Are there 6 there? Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look how different those two are. Oh boy. Whoosh. What has landed on the tree? What do you see there? It sure is covered in snow. Let's see if we can see what's on the backside. A flocks of waxwings. They eat the tree's berries. There they are. This waxwing has found a berry on the ground. But who is sleeping under this rock? Any guesses? Let's see if we shine a flashlight if we can see it. Our wood frog is asleep. The icy weather might freeze the frog, but it will thaw out. Snow covers the land. What has made these tracks? Can you see them there on the hillside? Oh, what do you see sticking out? What animal is that? Let's shine a light and see. Brrr! A hare snuggles up to keep warm. Her white fur hides her in the snow. In the summer, her fur is brown. What happens to it in the winter? That's right. Yeah. Bunnies can adapt to the winter by having their fur changed and be white. Good thinking. All right. What's this? A red squirrel peeps inside the tree. What is he looking for? Do you remember? What has a squirrel stored inside the tree? Let's shine a flashlight and see. Crunch! There's a store of nuts in a hollow. The nuts were hidden here in the fall. There we are. Good thinking. Here are all the things that stored up in the fall before all of that food for the squirrel disappeared when it turns into winter. These catskins are the seeds of a birch tree. Who is eating them? Can you see? I see a little beak. See if we can shine a flashlight and see. A goose! She has extra feathers on her feet. They are like snowshoes. Can you see that bird there? Ivy covers this tree. There are creatures asleep here. Can you see them? Spot anything? Ooh, let's see if we can shine a light and see. Tiny snails curl up inside their shells all winter. They seal themselves in so they don't dry out. A fox is asleep on the snow. Can you see her face? Let's use a light. The fox's big bushy tail keeps her face and paws warm. The lake is frozen, but something is moving under the ice. Can you see anything? Most fish lie near the bottom of the lake, where the water is warmer. Evergreen trees have leaves all year long. Who is sheltering from the snow? Remember, those are the trees in our forest called coniferous trees. Can you say coniferous? Coniferous! That's right. And those are the trees we also call evergreens. You might have noticed it looks like a Christmas tree. Trees stay green all year long. But who is sheltering from the snow beneath it? Can you see? Okay, let's get out our flashlight and see. Family of deer. They're eating the new leaves on the trees. Munch, munch, munch. Red berries shine bright against the white snow. Who will eat this fruit? You see any animals? Oh, I think we see a nose. There it is. Berries make a tasty meal for a mouse. He can climb to reach fruit higher up. The mouse is running to hide. Can you see why? There it is in the snow. And something's coming for it. Swoop! The mouse has spotted a hungry owl just in time. The owl eats small animals. So not only was it snowing, but the mouse did not want to be eaten by the owl. Yes, it would have to go run and hide. Another creature is hiding from the owl. Can you see? It's a weasel standing in the hollow stump of an old tree. He is very good at hiding. There's a large hole under this old tree. Take a look inside. Friends, can you see any tracks on the snow? Do you see those footprints? Any ideas what animal makes footprints like that? Did you see a bear? Just one bear or lots of bears? Bears! Lots of bears! Sleeping all winter. Do you remember what they're doing? What's that big word we learned last week? Hibernating, that's right. These bears are hibernating in their den all winter long. They will wake up in the spring when there are lots of insects to eat. As the sun rises, the nighttime animals go to sleep, while the daytime creatures wake up. The animals that sleep through the winter will sleep and doze until spring. Yeah, when the trees start to grow new leaves and more food for the animals to eat, and when it gets warmer. There's more.
All right, let's look at this last page together. This tells us about some things we've been learning about this week, about lots of different things that animals in the woods and in the forest do to survive the cold winter. Let's take a look at each one. What do you see here? That's right, a bunny with white fur. You might remember that the fur and feathers of some animals turn white and grow thicker too. This, of course, helps them hide in the snow and stay warm. Here's the white hair, which turned from brown fur to white in the winter. We also remember that the leaves fall off the trees when they prepare for winter too. Many trees lose their leaves in the fall. The tough bark on the trees is watertight and can survive the winter cold. Delicate fruit and leaf buds won't grow until the warmer spring. What about our friend the bear? That's right, bears and other animals hibernate, which means they sleep all winter. Remember, they eat and eat in the fall to build up fat to keep them alive as they sleep? And their heartbeat slows down while they sleep, so they use less energy. What about our friend the fox? He's one of our animals that stays awake at night and sleeps during the day. Remember what we call this? Nocturnal, that's right. So our fox friend, for example, hunts for food in the early morning and in the evening. And they sleep curled up in the winter to keep warm. Some of our animal friends, like the squirrel here, eat seeds and plants and gather as much as they can in the fall, storing it in their underground burrows or in tree hollows. Squirrels store food in their cheeks until they can hide or bury it. Now what about shelter? Many animals need to shelter during the cold winter weather. Deer shelter beneath leafy trees, under hedges, and in long grass to keep safe and warm. That's just one thing we find in the woodlands and the forests. What about animals with snowshoes? What does that mean? Some animals have feet that don't sink into the snow. This bird here, the snowshoe hare, have toes that spread wide to help them walk on top of the snow. Some birds, like the grouse, have extra feathers on their feet to help them do the same. Most flowers and other plants don't grow in the winter, but animals can still find food to eat. Berries are a type of fruit that grow in the winter. Bulbs and seeds, however, wait until it's warmer.
What a cool book, friends, to show us even more about these animals in winter and what they do to survive. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back on to share more stories with you next time.